So now we'll begin the formal part, which is the recognition ceremony. I have the privilege of actually providing awards, if you will, to our volunteers. So they worked tirelessly this year, phone calls, newsletter, social media, reaching out to vendors, a whole host of activities. So the first award I would like to present, Mr. Boone. Evander was our communications associate and helping in various roles as well. Jolly. Evander, I wasn't good enough for you to hug, huh? Okay. Later. Keep it holy, keep it holy.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Teresa and Natasha. For those of you who don't know my name, it's Jolly. And I have been investing for a little bit over 2 years. And last year I got recognized for tax lien, and this year I got recognized.
Because she is a director of volunteers, so she helps in managing the volunteer staff that we have here, and also with our administrative activities as well. Steve Ferrier, he had to leave. Steve Ferrier is our IT director. So we actually relaunched our website. Well, it was a relaunch. He revised everything. He worked also with Sharon Clark in developing our newly developed website with our webmaster as part of National Reia. So unfortunately, Steve had to leave because we had 2 engagements this evening. But Steve Ferrier also has to be recognized for all the work that he's done.
But he gave out wine now.
Oh, he gave you wine?
So he excused.
Oh, okay, I got it. So he's excused because he gave you wine. Okay. What year? I mean, is it good or? Yeah, I just checking. Go pop it. Mr. Uchenna. Is it okay? I mean, that's what it mattered to me. Uchenna is our social media associate, and he worked with our Twitter and our Facebook accounts and send you alerts. Uchenna, can you just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and how much you love working with Teresa and I?
No prompting.
No prompting, no.
No, it's great working with both of you. It's been great to also learn. It's my first year being in the Reia. I joined up in February, so being involved has been great. And I definitely want to do more in social media. In the coming year, it's been a really, really crazy year, as for most of you probably has been as well. But I look forward to doing more investing and working more here in the Reia. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Uchenna is DJ Ooch.
DJ Ooch.
And he is actually DJing and spinning the wheels on our, spinning the table. How you say? Okay. All right. Spin stuff. At the holiday party on Friday. And yes, it was no mistake. It is till 4 a.m. because there ain't no party like a real party.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Never a dull moment with Teresa. Never a dull moment. Miss Stephanie Morris. Ms. Morris is our incentive manager. So a lot of the incentives that you see like your door prizes, if you will, different ideas that we came up for the year to incentivize and recognize your, what you do has been the ideas of Ms. Morris.
Thank you all, and I just want to say I'm the person also that gives you a phone call because encourage you to RSVP on time. But yes, it's really important so we know how many people are coming, so we can set up the room properly and we don't have to turn anybody away and no one's standing up. I remember back in we were at the support center was at it, and we were turning people away. It was just horrible. So the more people that commit RSVP, then you'll see your business also. People commit into your business as well. And I just enjoy talking to, working with Teresa. Teresa's a hard person, but you know what? She has your best interests at heart.
That's
she
true.
just wants you to do well and to excel. And I just appreciate all of that. Thank you very much. Thank you, God. Thank you.
I'm going to say for a shark to this individual. Shark, look, I'm sorry, shark. Okay, all right, good team. He gives me a very hard time, this person, and it's okay because he's on Team Vaughn for Dream Team Worldwide, so it's okay, I'll take it. You have your significant other here today, this is why I will not harass you. Mr. Sean Dean. Sorry. He is our video manager and also our PR associate.
I just want to say it's been a great year, a pleasure knowing everyone in this room. I had some, Natasha harassed me all the time.
That was my role.
But Teresa is a great mentor. I've learned a lot throughout the whole year of investing. I can't wait for 2012. It's going to be much better. And we all want to be rich in this room. So, shark.
Like that.
So I have Miss Daniela, who's all the way in the back. So sorry to you guys harassed you. I really harassed Daniela. Texts at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. She also works on our, she's our communications associate and much more. She also works on the newsletter that was sent recently, the Reia Reader. Why is that like that was something that you just heard just now, like that was something new. It's quarterly, and the Reia Reader highlights, various activities that's happened within Reia NYC. But Daniela, thank you for all the times I've harassed you and last minute. And she's also one of the people, there's a peer of calling everyone to register in advance. She painstakingly does that and takes her time and gives her reports, very, 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 very diligent, and make sure that I keep on my toes, which is not easy because I don't like to do anything wrong, right? Okay? So give me my hand. And
Natasha, and she finds time to actually raise money for the breast cancer walk.
wait. This is new. What?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
She raises money.
She raises money.
Yes. Because I've seen her for breast cancer walk.
We're gonna talk about this. So Daniela, what's your investment market? Just tell us your investment market. Where are you investing? Ohio and Detroit. Very good.
Okay, thank you.
And that's why I try to keep her up here because she does not want to go. That was good.
It's my turn now. All right. My favorite part of the evening before we break for the tables. Okay, I need tissue. Can somebody get me? It's gonna happen. It's coming. The most. I'm the only child. Can I just say that? So it don't take much. It really don't take much. All the children in the house, please. You know. Always on stage. This segment is very special to me because Reia NYC is run by volunteers. No one's on staff, no one gets paid. They do it out of their love for investing and the love for education. and we really, really put everything in our fiber into this association. So that's why I tell people all the time that it's really, not just, my passion, but it really is my ministry, because I really believe that this is how I'm going to build for the kingdom. And this is through wealth and real estate. So even when Jesus had to go somewhere, he was in somebody's house. Somebody had some houses out there. So somebody had some property owners. So this ain't no new thing. We just saying. All right? What? All right. All right. The Bible talks more about faith, talk about money and finances more than faith in the Bible. Check it out, 2200. The awards are so special to me because it represents people who not only went to boot camp, went to these classes, they actually got on the phone, they called somebody, they made offers, they opened up new markets, they made a difference. That's what these awards mean to me. So who's my first recipient? My first recipient is going to be none other than Miss Daniela Fairburn. Come back up, please. Daniela is presented this award for a new market launch for 2011. I let Daniela suffer and struggle in the Missouri market until she gave up. I made her call realtors, try to build a power team, and she said, I can't. I can't find buyers, can't build my buyers list, can't do. But she didn't give up. I said, what are you going to do now? And she said, I guess find another market. I said, you guess right. And no sooner said than done. She put me on a three-way with someone in Cleveland, Ohio. We did a three-way, talked about the market. I found out what we can, do there. Because she wasn't experienced, she put me on the phone with her and the realtor, and we told them our plan, and he told us what markets we should be in, what's good for flipping, what's good for landlording, etc., etc. So that was a good conversation, but she could have gave up when she couldn't build her market, but she didn't. So she now is in Cleveland, Ohio, and in Detroit, Michigan. Congratulations. All right. Now, this next one here. Now, she said, I made over 75 offers, and I want to be recognized. And I said, okay. And she said, I also closed on a property. And I said, okay. And you know the rule. If you close on a property, it's not just your word. You got to send me your HUD statement. You got to send me your proof and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the people who are up here didn't just call me and say, Attorney Martin, I closed. No, I want to see. We're in New York. I don't believe nobody. Okay? So she sent me her check and all that kind of stuff. And told you I'm not tech savvy. So I was like, I can't open this check, so I don't know what's on the check. I don't know what you sent it in or whatever. But I need Word, because I don't know how to open all this other kind of stuff. And it happened to be Google Doc or something, this all fancy stuff. So I said, you bring the check to the meeting, because I can't open it. But she made, and she brought her copy. She wasn't joking. I wasn't joking. However, Miss Tanisha, she actually is in the New York market, making it happen. And come on up, Tanisha. She made over 75 offers. She got 2 closings in the works. She closed on one, and her market is actually Brooklyn. So, Miss Tanisha, Adjecatcher. You want to say something?
I just want to say, just keep going, because this is hard work, but in the end it pays.
Congratulations, Tanisha. Is she here? Is Tawana here? Oh, this is Tawana. Tawana Ashant, let me just tell you about Tawana. We went on the Detroit property tour. First of all, Detroit wasn't even her market. And I said, I'm in Detroit. And she said, well, I'm going to Detroit. She done did all the research, she done built her power team, did all this other kind of stuff. We went to the property tour, she's on the plane, and got her offer accepted, landed, went to see the property, had the contractor there, and put her deposit down before she even got to the hotel. Tell you action. She ain't took no boot camp. She ain't went to no, that she was on Team Reia NYC, yo. Miss Tawana, and you know, she's walking slow. I just want you to know, and her prayers still go out to her. Tawana and her family, her 2 children and her husband, was in a 5-car collision on the FDR. And she is just fortunate that she is with us on tonight. So,
God is real. Thank God that I'm here. We were knocked off the expressway. Knocked off. If it was a hard river drive, we'd be dead. There's no area to rest your car. You know, we're here. I'm not gonna, you know, before the accident, you know, my confidence wasn't all that high. There was things going on with my son, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna get back on track. I'm still here for a reason. I'm going to get back on track. Thank you. So God, Dream Team Worldwide. All right. This next person, young, energetic, really going to take this world by storm. And, you know, he is our social media manager. He actually is in the Indiana market, Gary, Indiana. He currently purchased, he told you he's been in Reia since February. He actually is working on his rehab, not going as fast as he would like, but he closed, it's happening, and I want to bring up none other than DJ Ooch. And this is presented to him for his Indiana closing in 2011.
All right, so thank you. I don't know where I'd be without being a part of this Reia. I've learned so much. I bought my property at the beginning of this year, and I joined the Reia shortly afterward, and I've learned so much from being here. So anyone who's not a member, I encourage you to join. You know, learning so much from Teresa, Natasha, and everyone here has been a real joy. And as Teresa mentioned, rehab has been a slow go for a lot of different reasons. Anyone ever do a rehab in here? All right, so you all understand and feel my pain, I'm sure. But the good thing is that, you know, I'm talking with a realtor out there now in the same market, and also talking with I went on the Detroit property tour that the Reia and Dream Team sponsored in October, and I was talking with the realtor out there too. And it just so happens that Detroit is only a 4-hour drive from my investment market, so I plan on every time I go out to the Midwest for my properties, going and hitting both cities. You know, God don't make no mistakes, as they like to say, so I look forward to doing a lot more investing in 2012, and I hope all of you get to do the same. So thank you.
Jolly. This woman and her husband is Team Dynamo. Last year, like she mentioned, she was recognized for her tax lien investing in the Maryland market. And this year, because she was doing so much,
I thought she was still doing tax liens, but she actually made 2 closings this year, and she's going to tell you about the market and how that came about.
Thank you, Teresa. For the 2 properties that I purchased, one is in Indiana and the other one is in Oregon. And the one in Indiana is actually through another investor, and the one in Oregon is because we have families there, and that's how we find out the properties and we bought the property. And both properties are currently cash flowing.
Wow.
So our goal for next year is actually to buy an apartment complex. Set goals, and most importantly, take action to achieve your goals. Thank you.
All right. Now this one. When she comes up, you're going to be like, what? Are you serious? No. This next award is for, this is the prestigious award. This is for the Reia NYC's 2011 Investor of the Year. And this individual really did something remarkable. And she just made the deadline by the skin of her teeth. The skin. And she was faxing and faxing and faxing and faxing and faxing. This individual has closed 6 properties. Missouri and Indiana. 4 in Indiana and 2 in Missouri that's currently rehab. I want to bring up Reia NYC's 2011 Investor of the Year, Margarita Friedman. Margarita is a fantastic individual who is the primary caretaker of a terminally ill husband. So when you sit in this room and say you can't do it, all these people who came before you is telling you, yes, you can.
That's right.
Margarita, we want to hear from you, sweetie.
Thank you so much. And I was coming here Friday, and I was repeating to myself, I can do it. I can do it. And I'm doing it. And I was repeating it to myself because sometimes my energy drops. And I remember my grandson who pumped the energy of my husband because his pressure was very low, and he went like this. Your low energy is very low, Grandpa. I'm going to rest. He went. So I pump myself every day. I change my wording. I don't say I want to. I say I am doing it. I don't say I will. I say I am doing it. I'm the road, and there's no option but success. Because there's no option. There's no more time to succeed.
Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. The next award that I want to give is for, these are Got Your Back Awards. Because this individual is not only one of my closest and dearest friends, you know, she's my director of membership, and she actually is the one, you know, when you say, who's your mentor's mentor? Who do they talk to? Because I always tell people, you know, all the calls I get, who do I talk to? You know, when I get down, who do I call? You know, and I cry too. I got issues. I got stuff. You know, I got bills. You know what I mean? But Sharon Clark, my director of membership, is really the person that really pumps me up. When I think I can't go no further, you know, she'll call, she said, laugh more. You know, something as simple as that, you know, laugh more. And, you know, what's your favorite movie? And she made me go out and get my DVDs of Family Guy, because you know that's my family, that's my show. Me and Stewie got something going on, you know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, you know, what the deuce? So, I laugh more. You know, the 90-hour weeks, I ain't going by no time thing. I'm doing my own thing. So you put that thing away. I'm wrapping it up. Sharon Clark is really, how Marguerite said, my pump. She pumps me up and keeps me going, you know, on the friendship tip. And no matter what happens, you know, our running joke is, you got the Vaseline? I got the Vaseline, because we gonna scrap. We gonna go do what we gotta do. Who messing with you? What? Okay. So that's old school, but I'm just saying, I still got my Vaseline right in my bag. So when you all wanna, you know, I'm just saying. I'm Long Island, but I'm just saying. I can knuckle up. What is it, boo? That's right, guard your grill and knuckle up. That's what you better do. You know what I'm saying? You know. But Miss Sharon Clark, please come up here. She has the Teamwork Award. It's a crystal base, yeah. Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I will say something. About 2 years ago, I joined, just shortly after the Reia was created, and we didn't have all this. It was very bare bones, and a lot of times it was just Teresa and I mostly doing a lot of work, doing most of the work, and then, you know, all the great, wonderful volunteers joined us in the last 2 years. But it has been my pleasure, my honor to work with this amazing, phenomenal woman. I mean, I know you all know that, but I know it on a whole totally different level than you guys. And I know her dedication and the love and the passion that this woman has, and it's just been an honor to work with you and learn from you and have you be my mentor as well as, you know, and going both ways. And I consider you like my fifth sister. I have 4 sisters, you're like my fifth sister. So thank you for the opportunity to work with you.
And that's my private money lender too. Last but not least, what can I say about my director of operations? Lord have mercy. Woo, woo, woo. This woman has tracked me down, stalked me, told me I was going to work with her, bribed me with Starbucks, and that was, you know, when we could afford Starbucks. Now it's Dunkin' Donuts, right? Yeah. We downgraded, you know, economy. She is a true blessing and a true woman of God. And if anybody has ever spoken to Natasha, you know where her heart lies. So how about bring up your award? That you finally get to see, because you've been busting into all the cabinets trying to find it. And I know you want to talk with the people, but we're on a timeline, and we got like 2 minutes. Start the clock. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
She didn't see it.
I'm just gonna have to hold the mic.
She didn't see it.
I could talk about all of its fine stuff. Fine, I'm on a time. There's not really that much I have to say other than it's been a blessing for me to be here, to be a part of your mentorship. I did stalk her. No, she's not exaggerating. I stalked her. I did. I literally stalked her. I was like, where are you going? What are you doing? Can I follow you right now? Right now, right now. She was like, well, all right. And then we were on the phone, and I kept bothering her then. And she's like, you know, just come in the office. I just got to see you in person. I just got to talk to you, touch you, feel you, breathe on me, something. And then I never let her go, and I don't really plan on letting her go, right? Even though I get the text at 2 and 3 a.m. in the morning, and the emails, and harassing phone calls like, what are you doing? What's going on in your market?
Why you sleep?
Why are you sleeping? What's that about? Why do you need sleep? Like, she said this to me.
You said you want $1 million. Why you sleep?
Why am I sleeping? I was just like, can I just catch like a snooze? She was like, really, no. Do you have the $1 million? I was like, no. She's like, okay then. I was like, all right. Point made. But at this time, I'm going to ask Sharon to come up. So we know about Teresa Martin. She's the principal of the law offices of Teresa R. Martin. She already told you she's hanging up her hat regarding her being a foreclosure defense attorney. I already said something about her in the room while she was not in the room, and that's because she's now part of the national board. So she's a board member for the National Real Estate Investors Association. There's a subgroup called Better Investing. She's also the past president of that organization. There's a lot of accolades that go behind her name. You know, first of all, she has her creative strategies, and everyone who gets to her, you know, she's on the phone with you, she's talking to you, she's meeting with you in person, you come to Reia meetings, you get cussed out, but then once you know, she vents, then she educates you, and all of it's done in love to ensure that you do what you said you're going to do. There's always a big why when you do something. Why are you investing? Why do you want to be a housing provider? Why? And she's always motivating and encouraging. And she's right, there's some times that you know what, she just can't do everything. She tries. She don't really sleep. And I'm serious. I mean, we were getting emails up to like 12:30, 1 a.m. this morning. She told me for 2 days she hasn't slept because of tonight's event. She's put her own money into this, her own, personal savings into Reia NYC. And why? Because she wants to build generational wealth. Why? Because it's important that people here grow. Why? Because it's important that people not only grow, but they share that which they learn with others. So I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. We're going to give her a round of applause. I see a lot of tears, building the committee together. Every time we have an agenda for a meeting, there's hours of work that goes into who's going to be the speaker. She doesn't allow anyone to come up in front of this here, right here, without them going through. I'm like, this FBI investigations. I'm like, Teresa, seriously? She said, yes. They're not coming before my people without me knowing who they are, what they do, and who they do it. Well. And she goes through a lot. When I say goes through a lot, she goes through a lot for Reia NYC. Because at the end of the day, she knows about real estate investing. She is the creative strategies guru, if you will. She doesn't need to be here. She could be taking this time and effort on working on her own businesses. But she takes the time out to ensure that she's not only doing real estate investing for herself, but making sure that she's leaving a legacy. But not the legacy to say, okay, look at Teresa R. Martin, but to make sure that there's people that's been educated. There's people who can share that education, that there's truly generational wealth. And if you were here for the last meeting, she said that she wants to cultivate a group of people to be millionaires. Not just millionaires, but happy. There's abundance. It's not only just with cash. It's being wealthy in your mental, in your spiritual, physically. She cares about you on a whole, not just this Reia NYC part. So with that, I'm going to read the actual award itself. You crying yet? No? Okay. Reia NYC commends Teresa R. Martin, and R is important because, she talks about credit restoration. Some of you already know that, I'm just going to leave it alone. Reia NYC commends Teresa R. Martin for her relentless dedication to educating the real estate community, that's us. Thank you for being a pioneer in helping us achieve generational wealth and for being an obedient vessel of God. Teresa, we love you.
The goal is 5 millionaires from my organization by 2013. I pledge it. We will have it. And I know that next year, December 2012, all of you are going to be getting awards here in my front room. And it's going to be so many people that you have touched, lives that you have changed, that they can't even fill the New Yorker. And I truly believe that one of the 5,000 millionaires is in this room, if not all of them. You know, it may not be you, but it may be someone you know. But I'm telling you, if you commit yourself to this thing called helping people, because that's what it's about, being a solution. And if you commit yourself to that very thing, God can use you in some amazing ways. But if you think that it's all about the money, you will never have it. Because if you keep chasing the money, it'll keep running from you. But if you chase people and make it a people business by helping them improve their finances, help them with their credit, help them be real estate investors, help them be homeowners, you have changed the kingdom for something glorious. And I'm telling you, if you dedicate to that one thing, there is no stopping you. So you tell your gurus and nurus out there that I said, Reia NYC is turning out the next millionaires without the $35,000 program. So